Last time I fought Boss Hush in the new league rate, I made a big mistake. I went in with the standard Mortal Kombat team. Mind you, standard Mortal Kombat team is not actually that bad. Like Raiden, Scorpion, and Justice League Flash. It's not a bad combination. The only thing is that because of Boss Hush passive, where it doesn't take dot and hazard dot, but we are trying to counter that passive with Scorpion's immunity. It means that yes, you can do some damage with Scorpion, but you have to be very careful. If I mentioned on that last video, I was very close to one-shotting, I did not one-shot. I mentioned that I was tagging in Raiden too much in that match. I should have spent more time with Scorpion than with Raiden. Essentially meaning that Scorpion should have been my main damage dealer, while Raiden just comes in to steal power and give my team the 600% damage from power loss. That's for the MK team. That was the mistake I made in that match. But it occurred to me, what if we don't need Raiden? Raiden is giving us 600% damage. What if we don't need Raiden? So I changed the strategy. This time around, I went with Zatanna. Zatanna, because she gives 300% damage. She also does health reduction, but as you guys saw at the beginning of the match, the health reduction doesn't count for much because it is massively reduced. So if you want to get the actual health reduction, it's going to be like 6 million per hit. You have to do a lot. You're just wasting time. You don't need the health reduction from Zatanna on this fight. All you need is 300% damage. I would even argue, guys, the way this match finished in 1 minute and 11 seconds, I think I probably don't even need Zatanna. Maybe next time I should just go in with Scorpion and maybe Martian Manhunter. I don't need Zatanna, and I think I did not need Black Manta in this match. But I used Black Manta because, of course, it's still going to be easier with Black Manta to activate the negative effect on the bosses. But if you have Martian Manhunter and you have like a Dr. Fate or a Power Girl to give you reduced power cost, you actually don't need Black Manta. Just have your Martian Manhunter and have your Power Girl. As soon as you can start spamming your Zatanna's puppet, because of that fifth negative effect that gives you incoming damage, you are going to be able to one-shot the boss. The only difference is probably maybe it will take you a bit more time. With Zatanna, it took me about 1 minute and 11 seconds. Without Zatanna, without Black Manta, using Martian Manhunter and Power Girl, it's probably going to take you maybe 2 minutes. But you are going to be able to one-shot the boss regardless. So those are options for you to use against Boss Hush. Now against Boss EPI, this is where I now use my Martian Manhunter. You see this support I have for my Beastboy. This is the support that I would advise you use for Scorpion. Anyways, this match, the last time I played Boss EPI, I showed you guys the free-to-play way to avoid any issue with the hazard on the floor. That free-to-play way is to simply use John Stewart's Green Lantern. It means the boss is not going to be able to steal your power, and it also means that you take reduced dot damage. Although you don't even need that, because if you are spamming Beastboy Special 3, it doesn't matter what the boss does. You are going to pin the boss to the right corner. Yeah. So that's for that, but there's an artifact. For those of you that don't know, there's a pay-to-win artifact called Robotic Spider. This Robotic Spider, when it is maxed out, it gives you 80% chance to to remove the hazard dot on the floor. So this boss EPI has hazard that power drains you, has hazard that applies dot. If you're not going to use John Stewart's Green Lantern, which if you're free to play, that's what I suggest you use. But if you want to, maybe you don't have Arkham Knight Batman, because Arkham Knight Batman you can use with Metal Team to fight Reverse Flash. But if let's say you don't have Arkham Knight Batman, you want to use John Stewart's Green Lantern as the support for Metal Team against Reverse Flash. Then, and you also have the Robotic Spider. I'll say use the Robotic Spider on one of your support characters. Use Zatanna's puppet on your main damage dealer. In this case, that is a Beastboy, and you are good to go. As long as you just tag in. So one thing I noticed that I tagged in, I was able to remove the first negative effect, but I could not remove the second one. So I tagged out and tagged back in with Power Girl, and I was able to remove it. So all you just need to do is the character that has that Robotic Spider, tag that character in to interact with the hazard, and you are fine. Mind you, my Robotic Spider is maxed out, and I have 80% chance at level 10. So if it's lower, I don't know how much chance you're going to have. So this suggestion is primarily for somebody that has a maxed out or nearly maxed out Robotic Spider. If you don't have, there's always the cheaper option of using John Stewart Green Lantern. And yeah, so that's for that team. For this team, this is a team I've used before. On the last video, I showed you the API battle to hit P1 to P3. And I explained the mechanics and all of that. This time around, I've made a little bit of a change. It's the same team, but I've changed the artifact on API from Dark Metal cards to, what's it called? Blade, the Twin Blades. The Twin Blades also enhance your basic attack by, no, maybe not enhance, but gives you extra attack based off your regular basic attack. And we already know API does a lot of damage on her basic attack. I've heard that with Twinblade, you can also one shot or triple shot or double shot, wherever. So I decided to try it out. And I would say, yes, it is true. With Twinblade, you can do essentially as much damage as you would with Dark Metal cards. And you don't even need to be within a specific area like with Dark Metal cards. I would say what happened in this match that made it more difficult is that the tag gains, I wasn't as lucky with tag gains in this match as I would have liked. You'll notice that I was getting the wrong tag gains. EPI barely got tagged in, so it's going to be very difficult. But difficult doesn't mean impossible. As long as you finish P1, which with just 3 or 4 darkness tags from Raven, I suggest 3. But with just 3 or 4 darkness tags from Raven in P1, you can easily one-shot the boss under 30 seconds. That means that you have enough time. You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get a good arrangement of tagging. So in my league, we only hit P1 and P2. So it played into that I did not need, like, the fact that I took so much time to finish P2 because of bad taggings did not affect me, because we are not allowed to even hit P3. As you will see, as soon as I get to P3, I just drop the controls and allow the time to run out. Yeah, so that's for that. I would say if I had better taggings, I think Twinblade would have, or I believe Twinblade is able to do as much. Well, I'll just be honest with you guys. I think I'm more comfortable with Dark Metal cards. There's just a part of me that just doesn't trust Twinblades. So the next fight, I am going back to my Dark Metal cards. That's what I'm going to use. But yeah, just to know that you have an option between Dark Metal cards and your Twinblade, you are going to be doing a whole lot of damage with your API. So yeah, that's for that. Anyways, that's about it for the video. If you enjoy my videos, you want to see more videos like this, videos about this game, tutorials, or funny videos. Sometimes I can't be funny. I'm not always funny, but sometimes I can be. So just check out my other videos. You can hit the link in the pinned comment to join me on Discord if you have any questions to ask. I will see you guys on the next one.